Hi, it's Joan. This week we're looking at preemptive bids and in particular week twos. Whenever you make a bid at the bridge table, or you don't even make a bid, you pass, you're taking a certain amount of risk. But that risk is offset by the reward you think you'll be gaining. I read a very good article recently about that, and particularly when you open a week two or a preempt, you're definitely taking a risk because you haven't got enough points to make your contract. You're not even expecting to make your contract. So don't think that you won't go well if you don't make 8 tricks in spades when you open 2 spades. You're not thinking about that at all. It's a much bigger picture. You're thinking, will I make this bid? Because will it goad the opponents into something where they might get too high? Will I make this preemptive bid and maybe I'll make the contract? You're taking a risk by bidding, and you don't mind if you fail in your contract because usually the other side had a contract of their own. If you don't have many points and a preemptive week two is 6, 7, 8 or 9, not 10 or 11, where if you count length you get to 12 or 13, that's far too strong. It needs to be 6 plus 2 extra cards for the length, or 7, 8. You don't want to have a strong hand to be preempting because partner will get the wrong message. It's really important that you decide how you're going to describe your hand and get it right for partner. So the risk you're taking should be balanced by the reward you get when you either make your contract or, more importantly, you stop the opponents from reaching their game. So the things to look at are quality of suit when you're making a week two bid where you've got 6 cards in your suit. But it's not so much the ace and the king, it's the middle cards. So queen, jack, 10, 9, 8. Those cards will make sure that you'll make tricks in your suit even if you've got a singleton in partner's hand. Whereas if you've only got ace, king, 6, 5, 4, 2, say, the other side are likely to be making a number of tricks. So the middle cards are what you look at more than anything. Certainly the vulnerability affects our week two opening, and the most favourable is not vul versus vul, where you should be pretty daring really, because who cares if you go down 2 or 3 tricks? It's only 100 or 150 if you're not vulnerable, and the opponents may make game. The other thing to consider is not so much the long suit, but what the short suits in your week two look like. And the most boring shape is 6, 3, 2, 2. Doubletons aren't very exciting because you've got losers. 6, 3, 3, 1 shape is more exciting than 6, 3, 2, 2. 6, 4, 2, 1 has both a doubleton and a singleton, even better. 6, 4, 3, even better. You've got a void. So some people ask, should you open a week two with another 4-card suit? Things change, and even though it might have been suggested years ago not to do that, today we are quite daring with our week twos and our preemptive bids. So I say, give it a go, see how it works, but do look at the shape of the short suits. It's nearly as important as the length of your 6-card suit and the quality of it. So try the hand I've given you and enjoy using week two bids. South has 9 high card points, a very good spade suit, and is at the upper range of opening 2 spades, a week two bid. Even if you had nothing in clubs, not the queen and the jack, and only these spades, you'd still open a weak 2 bid in spades, showing a good suit, 6 cards and 6 to 9 points. And the bid is not forcing, partner's passed. We don't have much of a fit. Partner has only the 10, but there was no way that there'd be any better spot. So there was no point in bidding by the north hand. So we've got 1 loser in clubs, 2 losers in diamonds. We don't know if we have 1 or 2 losers in hearts because we don't know where the ace is. And we've got 1 loser in spades. There's a possibility that we don't have an immediate loser now in clubs if the 2 means that West also has the king. But we'll play low, and sure enough, East had the king. They're taking 1 top diamond and playing a club. So play the queen, overtake it with the ace, and play a spade. Now, we'd like to be in the south hand to draw the rest of the trumps. So that's why we left the club jack in the south hand so that we could win it there. Draw trumps, see how they split. And they've broken 3-3. Now we need to lead a low heart up towards the king to check where the ace is. The king wins. That means the ace is in the west hand. So we have 2 more losers and that's it. The last 2 tricks are ours because they're trumps. So we made 2 spades. Notice North did not bid because what could they bid? We've said that we're making a preemptive bid and really we only want to play in spades.